What's up everyone, Tyler Medeiros here and welcome to TylerMedeirosTV. For those of you who are not subscribed, you can subscribe down below so you don't miss a video, and for those of you that are, welcome back. In today's video, we are heading back to the last ruins that I went to, and we are going to be doing a spirit box just like I promised you guys. So I'm really excited to get there and see if we could get anything to come through on the spirit box. But before we get into today's video, if you're not following me on my social medias like Instagram and Twitter, you could go ahead and do that now. You can follow me on Instagram at @TheRealTylerMedeiros and on Twitter at TylerMedeiro. But yes guys, we are on our way back to the abandoned ruins that I last visited. And there was actually 2 deaths that have occurred at this location. One of the deaths that actually took place at this location happens to be a little girl who accidentally drowned. Now the drowning actually happened as the mill was being still used as a mill, because later on, a few years after, they actually turned it into a vacation lodge. Now it was while the mill was being used as a lodge that the second death took place at this location. A man was shot in his room and the shooter was never found. Now for those of you that have not seen the video of when I first visited these ruins, I didn't bring a spirit box with me the first time because number one, I wasn't really sure where it was located and how I was going to be getting there. But now that I've already gone there once, and now I'm a little bit more comfortable, we're going to be doing a spirit box session there. And also, there was one time that I went to the same location twice and did a spirit box session, and it seemed like they recognized that I was back. So that's also another reason why I didn't want to do the spirit box the first time, because I'm hoping this time when I go back for the second time, they might actually recognize me, if there is anything attached to this location. Now with everything that happened at these ruins and the water just right beside these ruins, I think there's bound to be some type of energy just lingering around. So I'm on my way to the ruins right now, and it's gonna take me a little bit to get there, so I'll check back in with you guys once I get to the location. Alright guys, so I parked in the same location that I did last time. I found that this was the best way to get down there and the fastest way to get down there and the fastest way to get back to the car as well. But alright guys, just to refresh your memory a little bit, this mill was built in 1867, and it was during that time that the little girl actually lost her life by drowning in the nearby water. It was in the 19th century when it was turned into the vacation lodge that a man was murdered in one of the rooms. It was in 1941 when the lodge was actually bought as a summer vacation home. Shortly after that, the only road accessing the vacation home was cut off, and this place just fell into disrepair. So I'm about to get out and walk on this path all the way up to the ruins. Once we get there, we're gonna set up and we're gonna be doing a spirit box session and see if maybe we could have this little girl come through, or even the man who died inside the lodge, and if there's anyone else that is attached to this location. But alright guys, I'm really excited, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so I'm on the trail that leads up to the ruins. It's about a 3 to 5 minute walk up to the ruins from where I parked, which isn't really far. But it's not so nice out today. It's a little windy, it's a little chilly, which as we get closer to the ruins and we get closer to the water, it's gonna become a lot colder as well. So I'm gonna be trying to do this spirit box session just in front of the ruins, not so close to the water, so we can actually hear what's going on. Now guys, even though there is a road right here beside me, the closer I get to the ruins, the higher up the road gets, and the more you're kind of just left alone down here. And even though the road really isn't that far, you just feel like secluded in a type of way. Now, something that I've noticed that I'm walking on this trail now, last time when I was here, I was fine, but on my way out, I kind of just felt like short of breath. Like I just couldn't catch my breath. And when I left, I was actually walking at a nice decent pace, but I wasn't running, I wasn't climbing anything, and I still felt that shortness of breath. And today, now that I'm walking towards the ruins, I feel that. And I don't know if maybe it's the energy of the little girl when she couldn't breathe, but guys, like, I really feel like I gotta catch my breath. I don't know, maybe it doesn't have to do with anything, but this is the only place that I've really felt that way. And it was only when I was leaving last time, and now it's when I'm actually going to it. So guys, I really do not know what to think, but I'm just relaying to you guys how it feels as I get closer to these ruins. They are literally about a minute out, and I'm starting to get a little bit worse. It's really weird. Also, my boots are still dirty from the last time I was here. Last time I got stuck in the mud, and I figured there's no point in cleaning them just yet if I'm gonna be going back. So yeah, that's from last time. Now guys, I'm just getting to the ruins, and that feeling of like that weight on my chest has actually stopped. So let's see if it happens again on my way back to the car afterwards. But now I feel completely fine. But alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead, set you guys up, and we're gonna be getting into this spirit box session and see what wants to communicate with us and what may be attached to this location. Alright guys, so we're all set up. Let's get into the spirit box session and see what's gonna be coming through. Hello. Is anyone here that would like to communicate with me? You can use this device to manipulate the radio waves and communicate with me. Did a little girl lose her life here? I could swear when I said, did a little girl lose her life here, it said here. Was there a man who lost his life here? Were you murdered? Are you attached to the ruins here? How many of you are here? Do you remember me? I'm pretty sure it just said yeah. Do you remember me from a couple weeks ago? Is the little girl here? Are you stuck to the area? I think it just said not anymore. Do you just like this area? I mean you no harm and no disrespect. I want to thank you guys for talking to me. Thank you guys for talking to me. I will let you rest. I swear it just said perfect. Alright, again, thank you very much for communicating with me. Honestly, I think that was a very interesting spirit box session because there was a lot of different commotion coming through the radio waves. But when I would ask specific questions, it really seemed like they were listening to me and they were giving me responses. Just like when I said, I'll let you guys rest, I heard myself, it said perfect. But I don't know what to think, guys. I want to know what you guys think down below in the comments. If you guys heard anything else that I maybe did not hear, let me know down below in the comments. But alright guys, let's get out of here because it literally feels like someone is watching me from behind. So let's get out of here and let's see if I have that same heavy feeling in my chest as I walk back to the car, because right now I'm completely fine. As I got closer to the ruins, it went away, so I found that really, really strange. So let's see if it happens to me on the way back. Let's get to it. Alright guys, so right now I'm walking back to the car, and right now I don't really have that heavy feeling in my chest like I did when I was first coming here and when I was leaving the last time. So I don't know if maybe that now I paid attention to it, that now it's kind of like subside and gone away. It could have been the little girl just showing me maybe what she felt in the time. But I don't know, because I've only just begun walking and I still have about 5 minutes until I get back to the car. And this is actually the place that it kind of just went away as I got closer. So we'll see if anything changes once I get closer to the car. But it seems that the spirits are kind of at rest there and they really just don't want to be bothered. But just walking through this trail here, it just really makes me think back to how maybe things used to look before and how things were before, when it was a mill, when it was a lodge, and then when it was a vacation home. It must have been really, really interesting. But alright guys, again, if you guys heard something that I didn't hear during that spirit box, please leave a comment down below. I would love to know what you guys heard or what you guys think you heard. But I'm gonna go ahead and close out today's video here. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you did, give it a nice big thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. And I want to thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you guys continuously give me. It means the world to me. And I will see you guys in my next video. Peace!